Hi everybody. For people that don't know me, my name is Nolan Ryan. Welcome class. Um, my final integrated work analysis is based on what I do every day and how it would affect my culture. To start off, my job is assistant track and field cross country coach at the University of St. Mary at the Leavenworth campus. Pretty much, my roles day to day is assisting the cross country team as well as the track team, and with the distance athletes in the spring when it becomes track season. I also assist with coaching pole vault. That may also require anything with recruiting, anything from traveling, budgeting, scheduling, anything that a coach would assist with as part of my role. With that being said, with the integrated workplace, we're also working underneath the athletic department. So you have your athletic department, and then you have your individual team as well. With athletic department, your president is going to be at the top for us. It'd be Sister Diane. Underneath her is going to be athletic director and then administrative assistant that works day to day with him that we also have to report to. And then also the associate AD, which is kind of the right hand man with that athletic director. Underneath the athletic director would be your direct contact in the athletic department with your head coaches and your head athletic trainer. Underneath that is your assistant coaches and your assistant athletic. It says assistant athletic directors, actually assistant athletic trainers. Underneath that would be your graduate assistants that kind of work hand in hand depending on how your program is set up. That can be on the same level as your assistant coaches. Kind of depends how you want to do that. Some programs don't have assistant coaches. It would just be a graduate assistant. Underneath them is the athletes. The reason I put the breakdown of how it goes is how in the athletic department, how it would work is to make sure that everybody kind of knows who to report to. That's huge in our organization because if you don't know where you want to go in certain problems, that's when things can kind of occur. Our AD uses a saying that works pretty well, is let him help you. From the standpoint, if something has to happen, don't let him find out that a problem happened in your program or with one of your athletes. Go to him directly so he can potentially put out the fire before it starts or kind of give you advice to hit things head on before it's too late. We've had incidences or just athletic departments have in general where a coach is afraid or tries to handle it in-house when the athletic director should have known, and then it goes too far and then the athletic director can't do anything besides just trying to facilitate what already happened when something could have happened ahead of time that could have prevented litigation or any further things that happen outside of that situation. With our program, something that helps us that we've talked about with the class is communication. Communication is huge. So we do weekly meetings with the whole athletic department. We do that once a week. It's staff usually takes about 30 minutes to an hour. It talks about policies, procedures, anything that were maybe been put in place. Talk about, say for example, enterprise vans. We're doing a bad job as a staff of filling the vans up and making sure that enterprise is getting full and we're getting charged $4 a gallon. The AD can address that. Successful places use some programs problems to address everybody. So instead of just calling out one program, they use it in a way where they don't necessarily name a program. Like for example, with enterprise vans, the AD properly would say that works very good in companies is, hey, by the way, we've had a problem with enterprise vans. Don't call out, say, for example, the cross country team directly. You would just say it in a broad sense so everybody can learn from that mistake instead of just honing in on one. We also have weekly meetings as a staff. We always talk about what we need to do recruiting-wise, where we're at, when the meets are coming up, so we can prepare our athletes, how we're going to do that, how we're going to send out an itinerary. We also meet with for our program, that works very well. We also meet with the athletes every week. That's something that's very important to us that we've established late. And moving forward, something this class has brought to attention to, when you meet with the athletes, make sure the next meeting you address what happened prior. So if there was a problem that happened in the prior meeting and how we're going to address it, make sure you follow back up in the next meeting. A lot of people want to be like, okay, we'll do this to fix it, and then you never talk about it again. Well, how do you know if you're progressing and how you are getting better? So that's something that we could use moving forward because we do weekly meetings, which is awesome. But if you're not talking about what is being addressed, number one, the people you work with might not know you're listening, and number two, you can't improve if you're not implementing it into your workplace. Conversations can be hard, but at the end of the day, being honest and communicating and talking about how you can constantly get better and what you need to do to get better is huge, especially in our sense. We got to constantly listen to athletes and see how they respond. Also, we need to know as a staff how can we keep improving and what needs to be in place to make sure that we're constantly moving towards the right direction. With that being said, to kind of get in the final thoughts is implementation. To make sure that everybody involved knows exactly what we need to do, set expectations, talk about how we're going to get there, not just what we want to do, but exactly what that step looks like. And at the same time, to help each other. Everybody wants to worry about if they're getting their job done, but sometimes you can make people around you's jobs easier, and if you step up and help, and that all ultimately helps out your business or your organization. So that's all I have for the integrated work analysis. Thank you, class. Heck of a semester. Hopefully I'll see you guys again.